story kind of follows him as he tries to make his way back to, just living a normal life. It's truly a story about losing something and then gaining it back through redemption.
Oh my God, just have mercy.
You are now tuned in
From Houston with Love, where we give you a balanced perspective of arts, culture, and what's going on locally in the city of Houston.
Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at From Hugh with Love.
Brought to you by RIK, rappers I know, and illmattermedia.com.
Oh my fucking God. Ladies and gentlemen, Space Cadets, thank you for tuning in. We are back with another edition, another episode of From Houston with Love. This is your man Cashmere Dunn. And we thank you for tuning in. My man D-Ray has been telling us that the people have been listening and have been enjoying what we have been providing for you on the air and on the YouTubers. I thank you for listening. My week has been wonderful. I can say that, fellas. I'm glad to be back with you and our guest in the house. If you could have been here to hear what we have been talking about, we
Should've
probably
been taped.
yeah, it has been taped.
I mean, the cameras were rolling.
Cameras rolling all the time.
But I also enjoy being free in the world, so they may not see
All of it.
everything that was talked about.
Right.
'Cause,
That's for
But
my
you know
benefit.
what, man? I feel like this is a confession. I feel like
these are my confessions.
nah, fuck that. It ain't that shit. I ain't herped up or nothing like that.
Oh,
No.
I feel like I'm really getting into this midlife crisis shit. I've been on Amazon more than a soccer mom the past couple of weeks. Amazon has some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Some
Amazon
real
has
good
everything.
shit. Yeah, man. I mean, shit. I don't have to go out into the world and fuck with motherfuckers. I can just chill at the crib, get what the fuck I want, and have it come to my house with no problems.
shout out to Amazon then.
Yeah, shout out. No, they ain't paying us no dollars.
I'm
but
not saying no.
thank you for your platform, though.
Yeah.
I really do thank you for that.
I'm
Because don't they
great.
own YouTube?
Yeah, I'm grateful for the fact that that they deliver Whole Foods to Sunnyside.
Well,
Oh yeah, you was stunning on the ground on that shit.
Still, you can't get watercress at Fiesta. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. But who the hell are we?
Shit, I don't know. Shit, some black motherfuckers on air drinking and talking about watercress.
Right.
Welcome to another edition of From Houston with Love.
That's what I was getting to.
What is this? Episode
53, I
53?
think.
53.
53, I think, man.
53. Okay. Yeah, man. Shit. Yeah. D. How's your week been panning out?
Yeah.
Like I'm a soccer mom now, so shit. It can't be any worse than
Cashmere Dunn, the soccer mom, a.k.a. Pimpin' Slim.
that. I like that.
There we go. D. Randall causing the scandal as always. Prime member since 2009, I believe. I think I might be lying.
This nigga stunting.
I'm just saying.
2009.
I don't like buying shit in public. I just like it to come to me. Good week. Still developing the sitcom that we're going to film in April. Some of you guys are going to be cast in it. I'm not going to say who, but it's going down.
We
in a
all
major
thank
way.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say all y'all gonna be all right.
I'm D-Ray, giving you the play-by-play of what not to say. Come on, number one, a.k.a. my folks' only son. And we're here with a special guest, a songbird. We like songs.
Go ahead and give her the dope intro.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, she's named after her real name. She's named after one of my favorite singers from the 80s and the 70s. Who was with Alexander O'Neal. Mm-hmm. But she's making a name for herself, and I want to introduce to some and reintroduce to others, Miss Mia Stokes.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be here. Happy to be here. We've had some interesting conversations before we got on the air.
Yeah,
It's okay. The mimosas are flowing. We still got time.
Yeah.
It'll
Well,
get worse.
I just got
She's
orange
on water.
juice. I want no orange juice.
I mean,
Yeah, she's on water.
somebody's drinking mimosas and brown right next to you. So, It'll definitely get a lot worse.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but I'm great to be here. I just thank these guys for having me on the air.
Golf claps.
And
Most definitely.
Yes.
There we go.
Here to talk about my new EP that was just released, Who Is Mia Stokes, Volume 1. It's called Elevate. So
And it's jamming on the one.
yeah.
Well, since you mentioned it, go ahead and talk about it.
Well, it was a project that I did about 2 years ago. I worked with a producer that I actually know from high school named Puggy, and Graylin Potes is his real name. But he gave me like 8 tracks, and I went home, and it took me about 3 months, and I wrote to pretty much all of them. But I picked about 4 songs that were like stood out to me.
Yeah.
And when I played these tracks for like, my closest friends and people that were in the music industry, like they were like, "Oh, wow, like you wrote the whole thing? Like that's dope." So like I've always been like a single writer. I don't co-write, I don't really collaborate on the writing side, on the lyrics.
That's better.
That's dope.
And it was just amazing, like the feedback that I was getting. But it took me a while to get vulnerable enough to release my album. I'll admit that.
Let me ask a question. I was privy enough to hear and correct me if I'm wrong. The Mind of Mia.
Yes.
Was that released?
I did not release the interludes.
Okay.
I didn't feel that it fit with the concept of the songs I was releasing.
Gotcha.
And I wanted it to be right.
Okay.
So it's not that it won't be released, but those interludes I felt like could be redone and a bit revamped, and I wanted them to be right.
Gotcha.
For people to understand exactly where I was coming from, or be misunderstood, because sometimes that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be misunderstood is it's just you being you, and it's who the other person is that can't take in what you're saying.
Y'all hear that, TV land? It's okay to be
It's
misunderstood.
okay to be misunderstood. In
Yeah.
fact, I remember a quote, and it said, to be understood can be invasive.
That's, yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
and I think that kind of personifies me. Like, to be understood is invasive. It's, whoa, like you reading into me, like you know me. Hold on.
Right.
Let me take a step back, because I'm a very private individual. Like, I can be extremely social, but you'll realize that, like, one, I've never been to her apartment. I don't know what her favorite color is. I don't know what she eats. I don't know where she works. Like, that's me.
Well,
I'm the
that's
girl
how
that
you do
everybody
it.
knows, but nobody knows.
That's how you do it.
But you know what? I think that's everybody in this room. Like, now that I think about it, and it's funny how most creative people, would blur the lines as thinking that they're all out there, just all out the world. Look at me. This is what I do.
And we're some of the
whatever.
most shy people ever.
Right. Most creative people I know are introverts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm speaking to
I'm
all
an
Yeah.
extrovert.
Absolutely.
I'm an
No,
extroverted
yeah.
introvert.
Absolutely. And I can tell you, I mean, I was an only child as far as living in the home, because I'm the oldest of 7 total. My parents had me in high school, so my parents ended up going their separate ways and having different kids. So I'm the oldest of 7 on both sides.
Wow.
But in my mom's home, I was alone for almost 10 years.
Gotcha.
I was like 9.5 when my sister was born. So I literally would go into my room, close the door, and my mom, I would beg for a TV, and she'd be like, and she literally told me no. She said, if I give you a TV, the only reason you would come out your room is to use the restroom and eat.
Wow.
So I was an avid reader, writer. She never had to get on me about school. I was a straight A student, like super nerd.
What's
I read
your
every
sign?
Scorpio.
Okay.
Like, for Christmas, I literally asked for Britannica and Compton's encyclopedias.
Damn.
I wanted the whole set.
Them commercials got to your ass, didn't
I think
they?
that's dope.
Still got my
Yes.
Britannicas at home.
Encyclopedia
Yeah.
Britannica presents.
I had Darwin and Chaucer and Baldwin and all these writers, and I had the hardbacks.
Yeah.
I had hardbacks on every, so like when Scholastic paper came out and the
Yeah.
school I'd just go straight to the back and be like, encyclopedias in sets. I need I need that
Interesting.
version. I need that set. I need that series.
I used to be like that back when Pinwheel used to be on Nickelodeon. You remember that shit?
I don't remember that. Pinwheel.
Yeah.
Spinning around.
Yeah.
Look at my pinwheel and see what I find.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
that's
that.
a little bit below like Encyclopedia Britannica though.
Well, maybe I had learning disabilities like dyslexia. Hello. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, woo, woo, woo.
I mean,
I understood Theo, man.
it's
Shit,
like
man.
I
You be
used to
alright.
watch Picture Page. It's
Yeah,
called
man. Or
Picture
Bill Cosby.
Page, Picture Page.
Time to get your picture page.
Time to get your crayons and your pencil.
Wow, y'all are telling y'all's age.
Picture
'cause
pages to get your picture
I
page.
missed that.
Because there's another picture page with you.
And gives you a Quaalude.
And here's
And here's your Quaalude.
and kids, you get the little bunnies, a little bee, and the little bee go.
Take it to the bowl.
That
And
is
you
so
can
funny.
dots and shit. And I don't have facial hair because Bill Cosby didn't have facial hair. He had the glasses.
Oh,
Hey, man, Bill Cosby was everywhere. Bill Cosby could do no wrong
man,
with his
Bill
pill popping
Cosby was
ass.
a G, man.
Yeah,
He was
man.
a G.
A G putting pills in
them
your
pills.
peanut butter.
Not so much.
Well, where can your EP be found?
So it's on CD Baby right now. You literally can type in Mia Stokes in Google, and I'll come up. And so you can click on the link on CD, or you can just go to cdbaby.com and type in Mia Stokes. But it's there, and it's $4.99. I added 2 songs that were not from the same producer.
Okay.
One of the other producers is super producer TA. He actually is a audio engineer, and he engineers for T.I. and Jeezy, Boston George, and but he's based in Houston. So
Some
he
big
works with a
names.
lot of Atlanta.
Some big names.
Yeah, a lot of big names from Atlanta, but he's based here in Houston. Fair Media Grounds is his media company. So he produced one of the tracks. He engineered and mastered all of my tracks.
Okay.
The last one is by Slash Morgan. He actually is the producer. It's called It's Love. He's the producer for Tops Drop by Fat Pat.
Word.
And he did my last song, well, not the last, but the last song that I added to the album. It's actually the second track, and it's called It's Love. And he mixed and mastered that. So outside of that, TA mixed and mastered the rest of the album. And then my guy Bam from Bam Entertainment, he works with Universal. He's the guy that pretty much recorded all of my music.
Okay.
So I have different producers, recording, and engineering. And these are just some amazing men that have done some big things in the industry.
Do you have any shows coming up?
So I do have a show coming up next Thursday, which is the 21st. I will be performing with Kyle Turner and Friends. He's a renowned saxophonist, and he has an entire band, and they are going to play 2 of my original tracks.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so next Thursday at Phil and Derek's, show starts at 8 p.m. Phil and Derek's is in Midtown on Webster and Jackson.
Banging ass steaks, yo.
Get there early. Get your parking straight.
Get there early because, I mean, like, it was pretty much completely packed this Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Completely packed. And it's actually usually like that. Like, even the patio was reserved.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Are they still doing time limits at the tables?
No. That's usually on Sundays for brunch.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Time limits at the tables.
Because
Yeah.
it's so packed.
It's so
now
packed.
they time.
they give you like a 2-hour time
Okay,
limit.
they still give
Oh,
you
that's
2 hours.
fair.
Okay.
I mean,
No, it is fair.
It's fair. No, I'm
It's
just
definitely
asking.
fair.
Because, we'll park there for 4 hours and we'll be done eating 2 hours ago.
girl, did you hear what that boy said? Yeah.
Be sure you park on the streets. I remember when they used to not charge for parking. Now they're charging for parking everywhere now.
You gotta watch where you park on the streets now, because I parked over there by the TL Hut.
Yeah.
Man, 70 bones, B.
And then
Wow.
they charging what, like $20 for parking on the bitch? Yeah.
Regardless, go check the show.
Y'all hit them streets.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Get there.
That was the whole point, is to come check me
Yeah, you
out,
gonna get
hear
there.
me sing live. I feel like people can really get a vibe for an artist when you hear them live.
That's true.
Just be sure you bring change to park though.
No auto, and it's all the way live, no auto tune. So you know.
Yeah. I don't like performing with tracks. Like, it's actually my thing. I despise performing with a track. I actually want a live band, or sometimes I just have my guitarist.
Acoustic.
Yeah, and it's like almost like an unplugged,
Intimate.
intimate feeling. And a lot of people that have seen me perform usually see me with my guitarist.
Okay.
So,
Nah, that's dope. That's dope.
yeah.
People that see me perform, it's usually a Polaroid film attached to it. So
You actually were my MC and host at
Yeah.
the Creole Fest in Discovery Green.
that was dope.
Oh yeah.
And DJ
dope.
Good Grief was my DJ.
Yeah.
And I
was
had a
this-
full live band.
Was this Fresco Entertainment Days?
Nah.
No,
This
this
was
was
about a
after,
couple
way
years ago.
after.
Oh really?
Oh, you
Yeah.
tell
Yeah, it
tell
was
nobody
like
about it.
2 years
2
ago.
years ago,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. I was at
Yeah.
the Creole Fest in Discovery Green, and I performed a full set, and I had a live band, and DJ Good Grief kind of did a mix for me in the beginning and kind of started off my show. Shout out to DJ Good Grief. He's always been a supporter.
Yup. Eastside?
Yeah, and I actually met them two together.
Wow. That's true.
Did they let you perform because they thought you were Creole?
No.
Okay. No, she thought we were the male version of Salt and Pepper.
No. They thought I was dope, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have to be Creole to perform at the Creole
and dope
Fest.
kind of go hand
and
in
I'm not
hand.
Creole, so okay.
No.
Creole
Yeah,
and dope.
twice.
Let's just get that out the way. and
Speaking
throw that
of
on the
Creole,
floor.
Mardi Gras is approaching.
Oh yeah.
So anybody's going? We should go.
Who?
I've never been.
What?
I've never been to
Oh,
Mardi
man.
Gras.
never been
Off the chain, man. Look, Mardi Gras, Ash Wednesday. I see why all that is tied together because they get all their sins out. I had a pass to balcony parties thanks to the oil and gas company I was working for at the time, and you could just see the debauchery that was going down below. Like I've seen fellatio being given to a guy in a wheelchair.
Flatio's good.
Yeah, but fellatio isn't good when his family's around. So
always
they were
good.
giving us beads, so we were pegging the shit out of people doing ungodly things.
No, it's not always good. Imagine your mom watching you get head.
Hey
Seriously?
man, look man,
Like, that's
Flatio's
cool?
good. Hey,
No.
hey, whatever. We
Did you
all
really think-
we all are here
I would be
because of
ruined.
one way or another because of
Not
fellatio.
fellatio. I
Not
think if
fellatio
we
because
were here,
That
fellatio
would
kind of
ruin it
prevents.
for me.
that's like the black hole.
But it leads also.
It's like, Mom, really?
Wow.
Yeah, I just
This
No,
took
that's
an
not-
ugly turn.
I didn't bring moms up. I'm
I
just saying.
did.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
said
saying.
family.
This is like
No, he
Serena.
You said
family.
family.
It's like the
And you said
Serena
it's still
saga
good.
again.
It's still good.
No.
Fellatio is always
No.
good.
Well, you know, sex is mental for
Sometimes
women
it's
anyway.
not good
so.
though, man.
What?
Sometimes
Fellatio is good for
like
me.
when there's teeth involved.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes it's not
okay. You're
good.
right. You're absolutely
Or she's
right.
not into it, or she's not good at it.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. Felatio's good.
Don't act like
No.
y'all haven't had that girl that's like,
Lord have mercy.
all right, I'll do it.
Lord have mercy.
Okay.
No, but the ones
You know?
that give it to you where you have an out-of-body experience is the ones that you think about every day. Man, look, you didn't think that was a real thing?
Yes. Oh, there's plenty out there. Not,
Look,
not,
be
not
looking
plenty.
for them
Let me-
in the daylight
let
with
me
a
take it
flash. It's like it's sunny outside. And you got a flashlight in your
There's
hand. You
definitely
looking
a
for
few
them.
out there saying, yep,
Man, look.
But yeah, Mardi Gras.
yep.
For Mardi Gras.
But anyway, back to Mardi Gras.
I've been enough times. I'm good now.
Yeah, I've never
hold on.
been.
So, what street were you partying on? Just in the French Quarter?
Talking
Or?
about Bourbon. You got to do Bourbon Street.
You didn't go down
Yeah.
St. Anne, did you?
I don't know. It's a blur.
Oh, if it's a blue.
Did you have hand grenades?
I had hand grenades, hurricanes, and there was a third one.
Anal beads?
No. No, I did have some.
It said anal beads.
I did not have anal beads that time.
It's a good drink.
It'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it is you can walk around and get
Plastered.
Almost definitely.
Funny story. We didn't. This was my parents and I and my whole family. We spent the Christmas holiday
absinthe.
in the French Quarter.
Absinthe.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Oh, the wormwood.
I don't want it.
Absinthe
AKA
at the
Wormwood.
spot behind the church.
So
So you did go to Ann Street.
yes.
Yes, I did.
So we were walking. Me and my sister was walking with the hand grenades. I'm gonna sidebar because I know David's like Steve over here. I believe. So we're walking down, and we got the hand grenades. And my mom, who don't drink at all, because I don't. Well, this is why. So she's like, let me get a little bit of it, because you and your sister, y'all just having too much fun. So we poured out half a cup of our hand grenade.
Don't give your mom no hand grenades.
So we walk a couple of feet, probably less than 5 minutes away, and it was a souvenir shop. And so us being cheap, we seen this plaque, and it said some Creole shit. So we're like, Mom, you can recreate this, huh? At home, you got printers and shit. So we gonna take a picture of it. We just gonna send it to ourselves, and hey, we saved $25. So I got the plaque, and my mom has the camera, and she said, Ray, stop moving, stop moving. I'm like, my mom perfectly still. The hand grenade whooping her ass. Oh, body blocking her ass. You swore she was on a cruise vessel. Because she was just sound like the funniest shit ever. So, yeah, if you get a chance to go to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and believe it or not, people, you might be looking for a liquor store. All you got to do is go to CVS or Walgreens. They got liquor from the ceiling to the floor up in that bitch. Oh, my God. I was like, yo, they got a area of everything.
Wow.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
I had more fun going there for Halloween than I did for Mardi Gras.
Really?
Really?
What's the difference?
There's slightly fewer people. So the only thing I didn't like about Mardi Gras was that it was just really
Packed.
2-pack. Halloween you get a little bit more space, and they got some real freaky folks out there.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I
how
believe
freaky,
that.
how freaky are we talking about?
Voodoo bitches.
Oh, I don't fuck with
Oh
that.
nah.
Come on, man.
Miss-
You Haitian.
Nah.
I'm not all the way Haitian. I mean, there's some diluted blood up in there.
You Haitian enough.
Just sort of.
No, but there's just more room to really get hammered, man. And the drink scene is like they really jack up the prices during Mardi Gras
Yeah, they do.
for the drinks. They really jack them up. Halloween it's more. I got more fucked up for Halloween basically.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. You know, you got like real vampires out there and shit.
I actually want to go
blood
to Essence.
suckers.
I want to go to Essence this year.
Oh,
I've never
I
been.
heard Essence is. You know what? I heard Essence is
Yeah.
the type of holiday. Well, I shouldn't say holiday. It's a type of excursion
Yeah.
that one should go to with female friends.
Well, yeah, girls trip.
Because of the ratio of women out there.
No, I
it's-
was just about to say it'd be great for guys
Yeah.
because there's so many women. Because Essence pretty much caters to women.
Yes.
And so I think that's a great thing for men to go
So
to.
there you go, man.
They do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
From Houston with Love trip to Essence.
yeah.
We ain't got to go
Myself.
in. We could just.
Oh, if you
Can
get
I
your
go?
squad, yeah, that's what they're saying.
Can
Look,
we
'cause
go
they're
together?
married, so it'll be me and your squad. You get your girls from Dallas
Oh,
to come
yeah.
out here. Oh man, she got a squad from Dallas, yo.
We could just
All of them are
document.
bad. And if they all are listening, hi. It's been a while since I seen you guys.
Hey,
Come back
Lorena.
to H-Town, please. But yeah, man, that would be a really dope trip. If you could give us some cameras. Oh,
No, I'm gonna keep the cameras on me.
I think you should.
And no, we could do some interviews.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure, you can.
No, seriously.
How about we rent the cameras and just have
We
an
can definitely do
insurance
some
package?
interviews.
No, my shit is insured.
Oh, okay, good.
We
Yeah,
could
we're
go.
great.
We could just
See? No,
All right.
that's what I'm talking about. I want
Essence.
us to go.
I'm saying
From
we
Houston
could go.
with Love, Essence
Like,
2019.
Look, man. We pulling no stops this year.
Huh.
We pulling no stops
Talk
this
to
year,
'em.
man. We putting shit out this year. Mia just put out a new EP. We got movies coming out.
Word.
We got projects coming out.
Word.
Got to do it big.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Big, man.
Woo woo.
That's what I'm saying.
On that note,
Well, speaking of movies, I'm actually supposed to be going to South by Southwest. In fact, the person that just called me. So my mentor is a USC film graduate as well as an Oxford Master of Fine Arts as well.
I'm intimidated.
And he's black from
oh,
Chicago.
okay.
And he's taking me under his wing on the acting side and film side, and he's actually connecting me to one of the casting directors for what is it, Bad Boys 3.
That's what's up.
Has a background in music and heard one song and was like, I'm going to connect her to some publishers. So I have a lot of things in the works that are coming. So I can't say exactly how it's going to unfold, but it's happening.
It's going down like what?
And
Full flat.
Panties
Okay.
at the prom. 'Cause
Yes.
That's what you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's going down. And so one of the things that I'll be doing is going to South by Southwest, and Jordan Peele will be there to open up the film
That's what's up.
section of South by Southwest. So I'll definitely get to walk the red carpet and get to link
That's what's up.
and see where that goes. He's got a lot of projects coming up, and he's very big on working with African American creators and writers, directors, and actors. That's kind of his lane.
Because us black, y'all. He's black,
Dope.
y'all.
Make sure
He's
you get
black
out-
of the black of the black.
Make sure you get out of there before they start the music part of the festival.
Oh no! I'm only going for the film.
Because then it becomes a struggle. Oh, man.
Yeah.
The music festival is a
That's
struggle.
I loved it.
No. When was the last time you
It's
went?
still a struggle.
2014.
Okay.
That's why.
It's a struggle, sir. It's a struggle.
Oh, and also read the fine print if they give you something. Read the fine print. Contracts.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
Fine print.
it's a struggle out there. What else you got?
It's a full half. We should go to a break and come back with.
Okay, I guess we'll do that. I was trying to go with no breaks.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
But I guess because
Stamina.
because D Ray wants a break, we'll be right back with more from Houston.
With love.
Get the new project. Read the fine print when you go to that film festival. If they give you something. Because they be trying to get over on shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Deuces.
We're back. Welcome back to From Houston with Love. Just wanted to take a quick moment to highlight a black business this week. It's something that we're going to start doing from now on. Get the word out there. We made a promise to the city. We're going to keep that promise.
Because we never made a promise.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wrong setting, but
Okay.
I dig it. I can dig it.
Okay. You got a song in your heart, don't you?
For
man?
everything.
For everything.
You and Mia need to do a duet, man.
We already
No.
have.
No.
CC and Reese?
But we can do it like a comedy. We can do like a spoof,
CC and Reese, man.
like a parody.
Twinkle,
song.
twinkle,
Little
little star.
Don't get on the Lord's bus if you ain't got correct change. Please stay behind the white line. Come on, man.
And it's Stara.
Starra. I'm a starra.
Reese, CC.
This week I wanted to highlight, and by the way, this is not an endorsement or an advertisement for anyone. This is just just a shout out to a black business. So don't get it twisted. They are not endorsing or sponsoring any part of this program.
Yet.
But I want to give a shout out to Colbert Ball Tax Service. Al Colbert, one of the co-owners of the business, was a client of mine several years ago in a past life. Really good dude. Colbert Ball Tax Service was actually founded in Third Ward by first cousins Al Colbert and Ja Ball. They decided that they wanted to go into business to give our folks a good chance at some fair tax preparation, representation, and so forth. I think the first year they had something like 250 clients, and then the year after that they had like 2,000.
Dang.
And it just started ballooning from there. And then they started franchising their business. And right now they are the 4th largest tax preparation franchise in the U.S.
Golf claps.
Period.
Golf claps.
Yeah.
I think they're in 28 states. And in this particular year, in this climate, when those Trump tax cuts kicked in, I noticed that there was a couple of $100 extra on my paycheck. I was like, I don't know about that, man. Y'all need to keep withholding that.
Celebration.
I'm glad that I did. Oh, and there we go.
Somebody must have shut
That's
It wasn't me.
that's a lot of that's a lot of champagne on the floor.
Shut back that.
Champagne.
It's a fucking celebration.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Bitches.
Now I gotta find the paper towels. Anyway,
Oh, it's gonna dry.
we good. There's a lot worse on this floor. Trust me.
This is awesome stairs.
Rose did this, so you wouldn't have to go through that.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, Rose.
I think half of Americans, or 75% of them, some large number of Americans this year are going to get severely reduced tax returns because of those tax cuts, and they didn't know to make any adjustments. So it's more important now than ever to have a professional tax preparer prepare your taxes for you. Again, this is not an endorsement or a sponsorship, but Colbert Ball Tax Service, its locations all across Houston. They're good people. Check them out, see if they work for you, and if so, support.
Can I make a
That's
jingle
what's
for
up.
him?
Black business.
Cobalt Tax Service.
Yeah, you gotta get the name right if you're gonna do it.
I'm fucking it up.
All right, what else we got?
Oh man, so far, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way. We're gonna bring a part 2 from last week. Cause they said he without sin cast the first stone, and I was telling y'all, man, when there is smoke, there is fucking fire.
And I got many stones to
And
cast.
your boy Jesse Smollett. There's a part 2 to this saga. They now have 2 guys in custody, supposedly,
Right.
who were supposedly on video, and these 2 guys are brothers. Nigerian brothers.
We're
I was just
brothers.
saying, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give them a high five and
And
thanks.
that's
All
And
right.
that's a wrap.
So that being said, these Nigerian cats are pretty brolic. And I said last week, in order for you to have broken ribs in the snow, wearing layers of clothing on, that person must be what? Brolic.
brother, pretty big.
You're pretty big. Because I've been hit before and I've laid hits before. And you have to lay some weight in it to break somebody's rib through clothing. So that being said, what are the facts now, D-Rose?
The facts now are the guys were released.
Oh, they were released now.
Yes, they were. The guys were released,
Do tell.
and pretty much they're saying that Mr. Smollett Gate staged the attack. And the thing is,
And why did he say to take it, sir?
well, they're saying that he was supposed to get written off, and this sounds like bullshit to me, but getting written off of the show Empire, and he pretty much staged the attack just to, bring some awareness to himself.
to be relevant.
And, he's trying to be relevant.
Publicity stunt.
I won't use those words, but
I
yeah.
mean, publicity stunt.
And my thing is, as we were talking about last week, and for those, like, let it be said here first and foremost, we do not condone anybody being attacked behind anything that they believe, anything that they represent, or whatever it is that.
Except racist.
Well, you know what I'm
And
saying.
child predators.
As far as what the topic is,
Need that ass whoop.
we don't condone you getting your ass whooped behind something like that, unless you are a motherfucker who just scum of the earth. But at the end of the day, as we said, as me and D-Ray said, I'm not gonna put D-Randall into this.
I'm still waiting for the facts to come out.
And the facts are continuing to spill out because it just played out in part 2 of Smullergate, as me and D-Ray were claiming last week.
Y'all are hilarious.
As far as it being
Justice for
a
Jesse.
farce. As far as it being a farce.
And don't even talk shit because I wore my most feminine Ralph Lauren sweater for this.
You got your Migos going on real strong, and it's
Mama!
cool. It's cool. It's cool.
So that y'all can't say, oh, he's just feeling the straight way. No.
No.
I'm down with, I mean, not down, but I'm, whatever,
It's cool.
I'm cool.
It's cool. It's
I ain't got
cool.
no beef with none of y'all.
But the facts.
Oh, the
that are
facts.
coming, but as D. Randall said, he's waiting on the facts.
just waiting
and
on the facts.
The facts are spilling out. We said it was a farce. These guys got pulled in. Suspects in question got pulled in for questioning. And what happened, D-Ray? What did I just tell you?
They got released.
They got released. That's a fact.
Like a man's seed
you
once
can
he's
check
having
the
intercourse.
facts. So at the end of the day, oh boy.
Wow.
At the end of the day, that's
That escalated quickly.
Like a man's
at
seed.
the end of the day, I really now feel that Smullergate is Smullergate, and that for whatever reason, this guy, because I really don't know if it's an Empire write-off or whatever, but for whatever reason, this guy is knee deep in some bullshit.
I believe in this story just as much as I believe in Charles being in charge.
And he wasn't in charge.
Charles was fucking everybody that was a woman on that show.
Yes, he was. Oh yeah, Scott Bale.
Scott Bale put
He
it
was handling
on.
business.
I'm just glad that I never invested any time in Empire. Never seen an episode.
I have.
Yeah, I've just never
I've
had any
invested a
interest
lot
in
of
it.
time in Empire, actually.
But
I mean, it's like a musical, to me. That's pretty much what it was.
just not into musicals, except Grease.
I am.
Grease
I
was
did
the
like
greatest musical.
Grease
Grease
was
is one of my
Grease was one of the
favorites.
great
Grease
movies.
1 or 2.
I
Grease 1 or
actually-
2.
I mean,
have-
one is a
no,
classic.
one
Two
is
is
a
two
classic.
is dope.
Two is
I mean,
The
I
only
like
song,
two.
the
I like
two
one.
is crap with Michelle Pfeiffer. The
Right?
only song that you ever remember
We've
is
been together.
Reproduction.
I like
No.
Reproduction.
Shama-lama-lama-lama, doom-a-ding-a-wop.
y'all singing two different songs.
I know. Oh no, we're talking about two different
Okay.
versions.
Okay.
But no, Grease went. My mom went to the theater and saw it 12 times.
Damn, she need a light.
He was a
Yes.
fan.
So when she brought it home on VHS, it was like my life. And then I'm theater trained. I'm not vocally trained.
Okay.
So like I went to a fine arts middle school,
Gotcha.
You went to Johnston?
Pershing,
Uh-oh.
the better one.
Oh.
You know where Goldie Hawn
Oh.
went, where
Tell 'em.
where Felicia
Whoa, whoa.
Rashad went,
Oh.
where Debbie Allen
I
went.
I went to Lanier, so I'm not saying.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Great
Percy
names.
Where-
Great
where,
names to mention.
Hold on. What's his name that was in Flash?
Robert,
No.
Stacy.
No. Yeah, but the guy.
What's the fucking dude name?
Dang it.
Sam Jones?
No, man.
No.
No, man.
said
What are
Flash?
you talking about?
Flash. Sam Jones.
Ghost. Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
She said
yeah.
Flash.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Flash Dance.
Was Patrick Swayze?
He wasn't in
Patrick
Flashdance.
Swayze went to Pershing.
He was in Dirty Dancing.
He went
He
to
was in Dirty
Dirty
Dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah, I was like, what is
He went
Flashdance?
to Dearborn High School. His mom has a dance theater in Deerbrook,
He also
but he went
Sam
to
Houston.
Pershing.
His nickname was Buddy.
No, I ain't got no beef with Pershing.
No, I'm just you can't.
My rap
You
partner
can't have no
my
beef
rap
with
partner with the Pershing.
Shout out to Pershing Middle School. You can't have no beef with Pershing Middle School.
My rap partner with the Pershing. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
So
saying?
we got
My
this.
cousin
We got
with
in
the
alliance.
Pershing.
We good.
Shout out
It all fed into the Lamar.
My little homeboy still
high
Pershing.
school
and I went to
system.
Bel Air. You know what I'm saying?
And then
I
that's
went to
where
the better Ivy
and
program.
that's where we. That's
went to
where
the better
that's
Ivy
where I
program.
can't
Cause
fuck
y'all
with
math
you.
We'll draw the line.
department.
That's where I can't fuck
Cause
with
y'all
you.
math department sucks.
That-
It was
We'll
it was
draw the
all- it was
line.
straight-
That's
it was
completely
straight-
false.
No, it's not. Actually,
That's completely false.
Actually, no,
We
it's
believe
not.
in slander.
Y'all had more foreign math teachers that the English population could not understand.
What is
so
this?
y'all had more failing
Huh?
math
2 plus
students
2 is
than, like,
9.
What?
any other program.
That's not. That's not.
No, it's actually
true.
true. No, it's actually true.
That's not true. When I was there,
We went to Lamar.
I was there.
Maybe it was after you.
It had to have
You're
been
a little
after
old.
me.
You're a little old. So yeah, it was after you.
Oh,
It was definitely after you.
Okay.
okay.
We gonna clean it up then.
Okay.
Cause I can't fuck with Bel Air like that.
Oh,
It's cool.
I'm glad
A lot of people
North
can't
Shore-
fuck with Bel Air.
no,
You know?
sure. I mean,
You know,
I get that.
East Side.
which is down the street from Johnston. So we.
We had a lot of Johnston people come to Bel Air, but either way,
We talking about HISD schools, man.
I ain't go to HISD. I
I know.
in the park, baby.
I know. That's,
Yeah, I'm an HISD baby.
GPISD.
I'm not gonna pretend like
that's
I'm
a
not.
for you. Where you go? Oh, you
Third
just
Ward,
said Bel Air.
GPISD.
Turner Elementary. Then I went to West University Elementary,
Okay.
and then Pershing, and then Bel Air, and then I finished at Hightower in Missouri City.
Okay.
And since we're gonna keep it hood and then around the
Keep
city,
it funky. It's about to get
let's talk about Sunnyside.
high school wall crimes.
Greatest neighborhood. In
Like
the
I
city.
say all the time, Sunnyside,
of-
the darkest spot in
The
Houston.
6th most dangerous neighborhood in America, according
Speaking
to
of-
a 2014 Forbes article.
Go to Click to Houston yesterday, and there's a woman who has been arrested and charged with murder after she stabbed a man to death in the Sunnyside home, according to Houston police. Cynthia Johnson, 56, is accused of stabbing a 56-year-old man to death Tuesday at her home.
What'd he do?
I don't know. It looked like he asked her for a sandwich or something, because whatever it was, she did it. Look at her face. Her face say, I did
But
it.
we don't know what he did though.
Don't matter.
He might have tried some shit.
Asking for a sandwich does not mean death.
Does it say that in the article?
No, but I'm still saying.
See, you're conjecturing. You're conjecturing.
The mug shot of Cynthia Johnson.
I don't even know what to say on that.
I mean,
Sunnyside.
I'm not gonna condone putting this woman on blast.
I'm not gonna
Sunnyside.
put this woman on blast
I'm not
Sunnyside.
gonna do that.
because you don't know what he did,
But I know they're from your hood.
and also don't fuck with 56-year-old women in Sunnyside. We keep telling y'all we don't play that
I
shit.
feel that.
Hey,
I'm just
I just
saying.
want to shed light on the darkest spot in H-Town.
You just mad, man. You
with
just
the most
mad. You
ironic
just mad.
You
name.
shit dark.
You just mad.
You didn't
Darkness.
shit no light. Darkness.
Wow.
Oh, that shit was spreading
Speaking
out.
of Sunnyside / South Park, I just want to shout out. We were talking about HISD. So Sterling High School was turned into an aviation high school,
Oh, wow.
and I don't think
It's
a
been
lot
that
of
way.
It's been
I know.
that way.
I don't
Kids
think
went
a
to
lot of people-
high-
No, I don't think a lot of people know that. 'Cause I've actually
Okay.
spoken about it. I was actually working with the 100 Black Men Metro Houston chapter,
Look at you.
and it was called what is it called? It's a Pilots and Professionals is the organization ran by Samuel Xavier, and he started this program every year, and it's actually going on right now, where he goes to like 25 schools,
Yeah.
and he gets people who are in like the STEM careers,
Yeah.
so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics,
Yeah.
and he promotes STEM.
Oh, really?
Through these speakers, and they come and they talk about how STEM, curriculum allowed them to be in the profession that they're in. And
Wow.
one of the main schools that they go to always is Sterling.
Good.
And
Shout out to my wife. She went to Sterling, and also Pascal Alexander. He was a part of the aviation's curriculum at Sterling. I will be having drinks with you this evening at Davenport.
Shout out to my
Shout
homeboy
out to
Mighty
you.
Mouse who went to Sterling, who used to work with me. We call him Mighty Mouse because he's short, he's little, and he was kind of strong.
Shout out to the homie Yolanda Adams, who
went to Sterling.
went to Sterling, and
Who looks like my mom, actually.
And TSU.
And-
I'm a TSU graduate as well. So.
and her classmate Clyde Drexler also went to Sterling.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Y'all don't know
They,
about.
they produced.
it's a lot of
They
shit.
produced, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all scared to go off Zelensky, but there's some greatness back
I
there.
used to stay off Solinsky and Deneron.
Ooh.
I'll
Okay.
never forget.
Hey.
Yeah. Solinsky
She
and
hood
Deneron.
hood.
Yeah, you
in the heart.
went through it.
The heart.
You went
It
through
was a blue house, the only blue house on our street, but I stayed on Solinsky and Deneron.
Oh, you know what we got
That's
this week?
What?
Love Jones.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We going into it now?
We going to the heart of it now?
What else y'all want to do?
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking.
Oh, what y'all think about your boy Floyd Mayweather before we go
Fuck
into
that clown,
go
man.
into Love Jones?
What happened? Because
Edit
I'm
that.
sometimes lost in the media.
Well, you know
so-
what's been going on with Gucci
Yeah.
and all the
Yeah,
the-
like
the
Spike
hype
Lee
in
denounced it and the
Yeah.
whole nine. Yeah.
So you know, Floyd was on TV. Well, TMZ called him outside of Gucci before he was going in,
Nigga.
and he was like, you know, shit, I ain't got nothing against Gucci. I'm about to go in the
Nigga.
Gucci store right now. I'm going to the store right now
Oh
Nigga.
wow.
in front of Gucci. You know, so T.I. made a nice heatery.
And they do jam.
Did
But
you listen to it?
Oh yeah.
But I will say this. Floyd did have a point when he said that too many of our so-called celebrities, they pick and choose what they want to boycott. You know what I'm saying? And I think the only reason why T.I. made that song is because Floyd used to be knocking down Tiny.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
I don't give a fuck about who was fucking. Well,
Nah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What was said on the
because you
song.
know what
needed-
the fuck that is.
What was said on the song needed to be said. However,
Yeah.
let's just be down to the real truth of the matter.
Oh yeah. Every man, shit. Stevie Wonder see why he made that song.
Damien didn't. Damien was at odds with himself. He thought for a fact that Mayweather really needed to be checked by T.I.
Damon, you felt that way
Well, the Mayweather needed to be checked.
by T.I.?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Mayweather's an idiot, man.
Nah, I mean I know. I'm just
But-
being facetious.
But I mean, for real though. Let me say, I don't care about anybody's purchasing habits. I really don't give a damn. Like Floyd Mayweather, I don't hold Floyd Mayweather to any type of standard for social correctness or anything
Right.
like that.
right.
He's always been tone deaf. He's always been an idiot. So to expect anything more from him is just wasting your time.
I think I understand what you're saying on the second part.
Mm-hmm.
The first part is what I have a problem with. I think that purchasing habits actually define our culture and define economically where we stand as a people.
Okay.
And I think it is important to understand what people are purchasing and who is purchasing what.
Okay.
So I think it, like, just like you shout out a black business, for us to go to a white CPA firm and get our taxes done, we can go to Cobra Ball. Why? So our purchasing power is important, and who is purchasing what within our communities is important. You know, you have the Jewish dollar that circulates 5 times before it goes out. You have the
Yep.
Chinese dollar that circulates 8 times before it goes out.
Yep.
There is a problem with our purchasing power because we, as black people, we have a $600 billion purchasing power for the year. The year.
And our shit stays
But
in the
how
hood
much
for 6 hours.
But how much does it go back into our own communities?
Right.
It doesn't.
And so it doesn't. And so we have to be the one. And I remember, you know what? I was watching a Netflix, and it was Killer Mike, and he has this show, and it's amazing.
They didn't like it.
What?
We didn't care for
I
it.
thought it was amazing. I thought it was freaking. I mean,
My
the last episode.
my exact words were, I thought the ideas were good, but I thought
It was
the
executed?
execution
It was
faltered in
boring.
some
and
places.
I can understand that. I thought the last
He didn't
episode
like it.
was like, eh. But no. I
can still like the intentions.
His concept, yes, his intention and concept was amazing.
I like all
especially-
his interviews that he's done around. His interviews have been really good.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
So
I'm
his
sorry.
first episode, he talked about going black for 3 days, and he couldn't do in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta. I went to Agnes Scott College. I didn't go to the AUC, sorry, but because they
Good
didn't
for
offer
you.
me the money. You know,
Good
I went
for
to a $44,000 school a year, but you know, whatever.
44 G's?
Yeah, 44 grand.
Shit, my student loans cheaper
It was
than
like
that.
sister league to the Ivy League, so it was
Right.
yeah. So anyway, I went. So I was in Decatur, but I remember being in that atmosphere, and for him to say, I'm gonna be in my hometown of Atlanta and try to go black for 3 days, meaning that even if you're a black-owned restaurant, if you don't buy from a black farm to get your food, then I can't eat here.
Yeah.
And he sat there and watched his homeboy that was, I guess, another producer or
He watched
whatever. But
LP.
he watched him eat,
Right.
and he was like, I can't eat here.
He probably sneaked a rib when the camera went off. Though.
And he had to get a bite.
Let me lick
because
your fingers, dog. Let me lick your
Yeah.
fingers.
He had to walk to get the bite.
He had to walk to get the bike because he couldn't take transportation
Right.
because it's ran by a white company. So he had to get a black church that actually owned their own bus to get him to take him around and take him to like Athens and these different places, and it spoke volumes to me because it talked about how we really don't own what we are.
Right. And I brought that up. Like, we can be funny and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, when we ended the show last week, I brought that up for a reason, and then for all of this to happen, it's very important where we do spend our dollars, because at the end of the day, when we're teaching our children, our sisters, our brothers, whoever, the young ones that come up under us, it becomes important, like, where the fuck you spending your money at. And when they see people like that motherfucker right there, who's everywhere and can be seen everywhere, I mean, that's the influence that they get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and teach them not to follow celebrity spending habits.
You know? Like, because, I mean, like, goddamn.
Well, that starts in the home.
Yeah.
It does, but...
That starts in the home.
It starts in the home, but at the same time, shit. This right here has more influence on a motherfucker than a parent.
Before you get the phone, you have the parent.
You do. But I'm saying...
I get what you're saying.
You're with this, like, in this day and time, you're
More-
with this
more than you
longer
are with-
More than your family.
than your
Absolutely.
family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got you at your
so
finger.
this is-
Hold up. At your fingertips, you can go anywhere
Right.
on this motherfucker
And see
and
whatever you
access
want and
anything.
Absolutely.
Anything. And then when you come home, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm with you on that. I'm with you on the family.
Well,
The family is everything as far as teaching
Right.
what you need to do. But at the end of the
No,
day,
there's still influence here. It's major. We just talked about earlier. We talked about the media influencing interracial couples with, now as you see in the last 2-3 years, you see from the Cheerios commercial moving forward, you see more white women. More black women with white men, and it's almost like an enforcement in the media. It's perpetuated by the media that this is okay, and this is. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. Interracial couples, cool. I come from an interracial, but it's an agenda.
Shout out to Frank Fellows.
Exactly.
Frank.
No, I come from.
He started this gangster shit.
I come from an interracial family, so I understand. I do identify as a black woman though, and so I also understand what the black life is like, and I have a preference towards black men. So their plight and their struggle, y'all struggle, and the things that you go through and how the agenda is against you, I get. And so when I see this, it's like, why would you want to take black women away from black men when we're the backbone? But it's a part of the agenda.
Damn, it's funny we're talking about this. What made you, since you're from a the interracial family, what made you really identify more with your black?
I'll be honest.
Your black side.
I'll be
of
honest,
family.
and so I'll say this as a disclaimer. My mom is one of 4 sisters. So my grandfather is from Pittsburgh, and he married a Mexican American.
Okay.
All of their daughters, like, you could be like, oh yeah, like, I'm light skinned. They're like, oh, you're light skinned. You can't call my mom light skinned. It's like calling a white person light skinned. She literally has the color of a Hispanic, like a light skin, like a very light.
She looks Puerto Rican.
Really?
Yeah. And all my mom and her sisters look like that. But they all dated black men. On top of that, they all dated brown to dark skinned black men.
Gotcha.
So that's what I saw.
Gotcha.
The chocolate is scrumptious.
And my grandmother cooks like she was made like she's from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like she's from the deep south.
In the laptop.
And she happens to be she still has her Mexican roots.
Gotcha.
She's from Merced, California.
Damn, I bet that's some good
And
food.
Damn. And and so we all cook, and that's just what it was. That's what I saw. So we literally grew up in black culture. Like my grandparents were the first, and again, my parents had me in high school. So I grew up in my grandparents' home.
Gotcha.
Before we moved to Houston, I was born in Fort Worth. I was born on an Air Force base.
Funky time.
We won't hold that against you. That's cool.
Funky time.
I'm still a Houstonian, but my
Thank you.
grandfather was in the Air Force, and so that's how he met my grandmother in California, and traveled the world. And one of my aunts was born in Okinawa, Japan, and in fact, my mom went to kindergarten in Okinawa.
Wow.
So
Damn.
yeah,
That's dope.
very interesting culture. And then my dad is black, but his grandmother who just passed like last week. She was 94, so she lived a full life.
Bless
We're
her
not
heart.
even sad about it. We're okay. But anyway, she is half Cherokee
Okay, we stripping now?
and black. I know, right?
We just-
Take
okay.
it out.
Do I need to pull
You
out?
ain't cue me for the song, you know?
I got some
Shit,
pesos.
I'm hard at. Whoa, slow down, buddy.
Literally
Literally pesos.
Big face pesos.
Wow. Wow.
I'm too lazy to cash the
Oh
shit
man,
back in.
hot as hell.
I
It
did
is
want to.
getting
I did
hot.
want to bring up something related to what we were talking about with Ti and Floyd. Did anybody catch the discussion between Steve Harvey and Monique?
I tried not to. It was just too much
No,
for
I
me.
didn't.
Yes.
I had to because I was just curious.
I wish I was
Talk.
more prepped for this.
No, it's okay. I mean,
You'll get it.
you'll get it. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about it, but I just had to admit that I agreed with Steve Harvey on one point,
Oh,
which almost never happens.
Hold my hand for our back. Hold my
please.
hand, please.
So,
Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
which part? man?
These are my confessions. No, so they were. They were. They were. You
They
know,
were having a nigger moment on national TV.
they were talking rich people problems basically. So they were having a discussion about Monique and her. I'm not going to call it a breakdown, but her moment when she went through it with Netflix and went on that campaign to get people to rally behind her for it. And she was telling Steve how she was disappointed that behind closed doors, people like Oprah, Lee Daniels, and Steve himself were supportive of her. But then when
But
she
not
made when she made a call to action, they were nowhere to be found. And
Praise, brother.
Steve Harvey made 2 points that I could not disagree with.
I know where you going.
And it hurt. So one of the things that he said was, it's kind of stupid that we're having this discussion in front of all these folks because to them it just sounds like rich people talking about not being rich enough. You know, nobody that's watching this is going to understand you on the surface complaining about getting $5 million versus $250,000 or something like that. So that's not really a discussion like numerically that a lot of people are interested in. But he said the other thing, and this is what's important for a lot of people to remember, is when she went on her call to action against Netflix and she basically said, you know, okay, Black Twitter, I need y'all to do y'all's thing. He said your call to action didn't have a specific action mentioned with it. You just said, okay, let's get Netflix, but you didn't tell people if you wanted them to cut their subscriptions or boycott or what. You just said, go get them. And he's like, I can't get behind anything like that if you don't have a specific action that we need to take to remedy what the issue is.
Right.
If you just want us to have a broader description about pay inequality, we can initiate that. But you didn't say what you wanted people to do. You just said, go get them.
Right.
And in my platform, I can't just come out and just talk shit about Netflix and be like, all right, Netflix, y'all are wrong. And then not have anything
behind it.
Right.
So he was like, I'm agreeing with Steve Harvey. And
But
his
that's a good
terrible
point to,
beard.
That's a good point to agree with, though.
I agree.
But I think it's
understand.
valid, especially when
I think it's a very valid point.
we have a lot of social justice warriors on social media who are always trying to rally behind things. A lot of people have good intentions and they make good points. But it's just to say, if you want to make change, try to prescribe a specific action that needs to be done in order to do so.
Right.
And going back to T.I. and Floyd, T.I.'s little song was cute. He got at him. But at the same time, T.I. also needs to put as much energy into giving people what the alternative to what Floyd was doing is. So if his purchasing habits are a problem and they reflect badly upon us as a culture, then you need to also have just as strong of a message for everyone else for what they can do to make sure that they...
The alternative.
Exactly.
He did that, though.
I haven't heard the song, so I can't
It
say.
wasn't a song, though. He publicly, like...
Oh, no, I saw him on Twitter.
No. But what I'm saying is he publicly, like, these are the people you need to go see
Okay.
to get your clothes. And he publicly
Good.
put out, like, black after black after black designer after black designer.
Good.
Like, this is who you need to go see. I agree with you, though.
Good.
I agree with you. But now he did, like, be like, this is who you need to go see.
I'm sorry. I would still support one white man. One white man only.
And
I
I'm-
don't give a fuck.
Trump.
Ralph Lauren.
Trump.
Ralph
High five.
fucking Lauren.
High five.
Hey, Ralph Lauren and Phil Knight.
High five on that.
Trump.
Who's still not?
Nike, man.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I fuck with Nike heavy.
I don't mess with Nike like that.
I don't know much Nike.
They got too many sweatshops. And they employ kids at 6 years old.
Man, them kids do a
You know how many
wonderful job.
sweatshops
Oh,
we
my
wearing
God.
right now?
Them kids do such good stitching on my shoes, bro.
Man, them horses be them
I'm
horses.
so done.
What's up, man?
Like that's
But
why,
the
that's why you don't have no kids.
Those
But
horses,
the stitching on my Nike ass.
those
Keep
horses
your
don't
sperm
be
to
looking
yourself.
good on that Ralph.
Keep your sperm
That's
to
where
yourself.
fellatio is important.
That's why I feel like shit was important. This is a drink of champions.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
that
for the fan and favorite section of From Houston with Love. This is D-Ray's spot, and once again we have some feminine energy to help
Thank you, Lord.
counterbalance the
We need it.
the problematic nature of our limited opinions sometimes.
About to see.
I was about to get down.
So D-Ray, go ahead and take it away and introduce your segment here.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen, out there in TV land and
This
on
fool
the
said
radio?
the drink of champions. Okay.
He did.
I just
Semen
caught
is
it.
the drink of champion.
Nectar.
Damn, that's nasty.
Yeah.
My mom can't watch this.
Gargle.
But it's true.
No, I
Male.
can't share this with my mom.
Nectar
No.
of the gods.
The nectar of gods. So
He said Nick.
this is
Yum, yum.
This is episode 53.
Yes, it
and
is.
Love Jones.
And
And D Rose, should I say Cashmere Dawn? Lace me and Mia with these questions that we have, or should I say statements, or rather things that we should comment on.
Yes, the first one is a statement. Mia, I'm gonna need your insight on this one. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna dive right in. No pause behind
Ooh,
that.
go for it. I'm ready.
Yes. So, D-Ray, this is a young lady sent this to you, and made a statement. It says, "So my ex used to cheat a lot. What he didn't know was every time he cheated on me, I fucked one of his friends. Well, we got married, and all of the groomsmen. This is the key point, D. I really need to feel your energy on this.
Okay.
Well, we got married, and all of the groomsmen had eaten my pussy before." I'm gonna read that sentence one more time.
I think I got it the first time. But go
No.
ahead.
Nah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it for the effect. Well, we got married, and all of the groomsmen had eaten my pussy before.
That's an interesting wedding cake.
A slice of the pie.
Slice of the pie. I was laughing all day, and they all had the most guilty faces on. We are divorced, of course, now. And
Right.
And little does
Who
he
would've
know.
thought?
And little does he know. This is the kicker. One of his bros is actually his son's father. Don't ever cross me.
Wait.
Wow.
One of his.
Okay, so what?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Wow.
We're divorced, of course, now. And little does he know, one of his bros, homeboys, is actually his son's.
You want me to go
What
first?
was the song we were listening to on the way here?
These are people you know, man.
Look, man.
God
I just
damn,
not.
dog.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. This is like the Uncle Sam song.
I
These are just stuff that's submitted by our viewers.
This is a Zane story, man.
God.
It really is a Zane's
Damn.
Chronicle.
So
Dog.
talk to us, man. What?
First of all, A number one, like my friend used to say, A number one.
I need some
Then we
more
gonna do B
champagne.
number two. A number one. You were all the way wrong from the get-go, female. You were shady from the beginning
And not talking about Slim.
because you allowed, you probably initiated and pursued. Like from the way you wrote that, you seem like the fast chick who was like, yeah, I want your
the
friend.
smoke.
I can get your
Want the
friend. I can get your
smoke.
like, and every woman knows if they can get the friend. We know, but do we initiate and go after it, pursue it, and then follow through?
Preach.
Bitch, you followed through.
All the groomsmen.
You had the tennis ball in your hand with the tennis racket.
Tennis ball.
You served and aced.
Serena.
You serened that whole situation. Then you were like, and then we got married. First of all, he married you?
Sorry.
So he's weak and naive. Because you clearly hid that, and his boys kept their mouths shut, which is actually very rare.
Actually, they kept their mouth open.
I bet you his boys knew.
Well, yeah, they kept their mouth open, but
That's some fucking bullshit.
See, the problem I have with that question.
it's foul. Foul.
The
is
problem
what
I have with it is that she started off by stating he cheated on me multiple times. Like
And
she
then-
wasn't
and
doing the
you
same
stayed.
shit at the same
no,
time.
No, but at the end of the day, you stayed.
Yes.
And
with
you
motherfuckers,
felt-
he
Yes.
his friends.
I don't want to ever see you again.
all I need is one. All I need is one time.
She knew she was playing a game, man.
So you were playing the game because you allowed him to keep cheating on you. First of all,
This is why I'm single.
because it's some shit that I'm not gonna allow. And I'll be honest. And this is, I think, me talking to other females has been very rare. I've never dealt with a cheater. I'm not saying I've never been cheated on. I don't think I have, because I'm pretty invasive when I'm in a relationship. Like I will go through your shit. I will figure it out.
Well-
I know what your exes look like.
Fellas,
Who is Tasty Diamond 69?
fellas, she's
shitting
letting you
in
know
shoes?
now,
I'm
fellas.
letting you know now.
You shitting in shoes?
Like,
That's what you
you
doing?
shitting in shoes? You sending sex tapes to the grandma? Like, yeah. Come on, Tiffany Haddish. I'm with it. But at the end of the day, I've never, when I say dealt with a cheater, if somebody was to ever cheat on me, I would remove myself from the situation. I've dealt with some other bullshit, but cheating
After she keys your car.
that is not true. I didn't key the car. I threw a brick in the back window.
Okay.
Okay?
That's what's up.
That's yeah.
It was warranted. I don't care what nobody said.
Fellas, she's letting you know, fellas.
I'm letting you know. But it was her car, not his. Because it was his work truck.
He's
I'm
mad.
not gonna ruin your money.
Touche.
I'm never gonna do that.
So you're not. Would you be the chick that would run over the couple that was walking down the
No,
sidewalk?
I'm not gonna run over no. First of all, I'm not catching no
No.
case.
Well, there was
I told you I'm on probation.
a dude broke up with his chick, and his ex chick, like basically saw them kind of like walking in the street, and like brought
She
the car.
got it.
The dude didn't even try to get his new gal out the way. He just kind of ducked. The new gal
Oh,
was
I
turned
saw
around,
that. I saw
and she
that.
got flipped. But then the chick that hit him went back on Facebook and posed in front of her car with like the dent in her hood, like because she's stupid.
That's dumb.
It was caught on film. It's funny.
I saw that. I
It's
saw
funny
that.
because
I saw
nobody
that.
got hurt,
Oh, somebody got hurt.
but that
Somebody
chick got
died.
flipped.
I saw that.
She got flipped in that car.
But my point is,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. My point. I mean, it's your show, so you do you.
It's his show.
I put myself in a position where I didn't feel like I would be cheated on. First of all, like I don't know what you cheating on because I'm doing everything. What you mean?
Bam.
Whoa.
So and that's
Low.
real.
Low.
So yeah. So if I ever found out that was to happen, you again we talked about this earlier. You've broken my loyalty, and my loyalty. I'm again Scorpio, second to none. There's nobody ever that's gonna be loyal. When I put my all into something, it just like God says, nothing that He says or does comes back in vain. I feel the same way as a woman.
That woman just went biblical on your
Right.
ass.
Damn.
Nothing. Whatever He brings down to the earth that He speaks on, it shall be done. It doesn't come back to Him in vain.
Fellas, before you try to shoot at Mia Stokes, I suggest you download and get her album first. Know what you're getting into. It is a playbook of what not to do.
Every groomsman.
And it shows you about the rewards.
Every groomsman.
Every groomsman had that wedding cake, man.
Every groomsman ate her out, man.
Tasty.
It must.
No, and I'm for real. I can give you some. We almost dated chronicles.
Oh.
Let me give you one.
Uh-oh.
So dude texts me. We met out one time. We met out at Phil and Derek's, which is where I'll be next Thursday.
Park early.
Park early.
Bring change.
So we were there and we met and we exchanged numbers. And then we talked the next day, and then he was like, "Hey, can I take you out? You want to go out? You want to hang out?" Boom, boom, boom. I said, "Okay, cool." So I took him to the spot because he's from Kansas City, Missouri. So I took him to the spot.
Hood, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and tell them what spot it is.
Spot. They got Beyonce's picture in
You
there,
took him to
okay?
the heart of
The
the hood.
spot.
Yeah, I took him to the heart of the hood. So I took him to the spot.
Gold teeth. Oh, welcome.
So, so we were there, kicking it, watching the games. I think Golden State was playing Philly, so we kicked it, and we leave, and he drops me off. Not a problem. Great night, right?
That's what's up.
Right? Cool. So then the next day, he literally texts, 2 days later, without hearing from him, he said he texts WYD.
Okay.
Okay.
So you look on
Yeah.
my Instagram, Mia Stokes the one, THA1, the number one. You will see I put up a post about WYD.
Right.
I have a problem with WYD at my age. I'm not 16.
Okay.
What about WWJD?
That's fine. Because then you talking about Jesus, and we got something to talk about. But when you say WYD as the initial conversation,
What you doing?
what does that have to... First of all, if you're not my homie or very close friend, texting me WYD means absolutely... It means that you don't have any conversation.
Gotcha.
If you're my close friend or homie, if Bravo D-Ray texts me and said WYD, he plans on changing my plans. He plans on adding something to my agenda
Yeah.
and my schedule. Because otherwise, he's gonna be like, hey, how are you doing?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I thought I would give him an education and text him, hey, hello, how are you doing? To make him understand, you didn't ask me how my day was, how I've been doing.
Get
It's
him.
been 2 days. And I wasn't tripping that the fact that it been 2 days.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Like, we single.
You don't want to.
Do
You
you?
don't want to be too thirsty.
But, right, like, do you? But when he texted me WYD, I was like, hey, hello, how are you doing? And I was like, in fact, it was Valentine's. I said, and happy Valentine's.
There we go.
So he started off all kinds of wrong.
All kinds of wrong. Then he texted me back, thanks, happy Valentine's Day to you too.
Gee Willikers.
That was
And
it.
then, and then the very next text, like separate text,
Yeah.
WYD question mark.
Again? Wow.
So I made a video posting about why WYD is not the shit.
That shit
To
was
get the draws.
hilarious.
Wow.
I think I liked
posted,
it.
Yeah, you did.
That shit was hilarious.
Is this dude 17?
That's my point.
Okay.
In fact, I said that in the post. I was like, I'm not 16. My brother's 16. He can text a bitch WYD.
Right.
And she
Not
be
this
like,
one.
oh, he cute.
And he probably doesn't.
And he probably doesn't. Because I know my bro got more game than that. If he my brother, I know. So, when he texted me the WYD question mark, I sent him a copy of the video.
Oh. This
Put
is what
that
I'm doing.
salt in the wound.
This is what I'm doing.
Again,
I'm flaming you,
Chronicles
sir.
of We Almost Dated. We almost dated.
I like this Love Jones.
Okay.
I do too. It's fiery. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, I got more.
We got more questions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got one more statement.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's a question and a statement. The next one, I don't know who. It might be a male, but either way, ass or titties? That's a question.
Okay.
Ass or titties?
Yes.
I honestly wish that y'all would stop objectifying women
Nope.
to just these two body parts. Who the fuck are you? They're much more. They're much more than that.
Well, I mean,
And if you
vagina is
don't-
better.
See? They're much more than that. And if you don't see anything wrong with that, then you're part of the problem. Ass though.
I would have. But you know what? Sometimes a woman don't even have all that. All she have to do is just be sexy, bro. Curvy and sexy. You don't even need all that. That's extra. Those bonus points. Sometimes you don't even need that. Sometimes the women with that don't even satisfy you.
I'm what you call a sapiosexual,
So am I.
where I'm attracted
Intelligence.
to their mind more
You are
than anything.
you are the first person I've actually. I think you just melted my heart.
I'm married. Sorry.
It's cool.
That's good.
He's a brain licker.
I don't.
I like that, D.
I mean, a grandmother
Right.
can melt my
I got that,
heart.
I
I
got that,
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't ask to fuck
Oh.
you. I just.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel weird because I'm always touching him. When we're talking about sexual shit, I'm like,
Yeah, your
Pause all that.
Your relationship
All
with
that
him has
should be
nothing to do with me.
no,
I'm
my
saying-
relationship with him is not.
Oh, no.
I'll text him saying what WYD.
yeah, they do.
But yeah, I put
But there's a
above and
purpose.
beyond
There's always a
anything.
purpose.
Yeah, above and beyond anything, a woman could be unattractive to me, regardless of how she looks, if this shit ain't straight.
Yeah, when she opened her mouth, she said some dumb
Yeah.
shit. Like, I don't care how bad she is.
Yeah.
That is the biggest turn off in the world, man. Or she has the wackest voice and she says dumb shit.
And it's crazy. Like, you and I talked about this the other day on the phone, and I was telling him, like, I can be shallow. Like, I like very attractive looking men,
Oh yeah.
and I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
But if we have a conversation, because I mean, like we talked about earlier, I can go from 0 to 120 on any topic. You want to talk about poker? Let's talk about poker. You want to talk about the hood? Let's talk about the hood. You want to talk about astronomy? Let's talk about astronomy. Let's talk about the stars. Let's talk about the signs. Let's talk about we can go from wherever. I'm Jill Scott in this mug. Like,
Yeah.
Like we can take a walk.
Shout out to Jill Scott. Speaking of friendship,
Oh
know?
man, her mic
can-
skills are woo, Lord.
We can take a mic. Take a walk and talk about
Take
it.
a
Take a mic.
Take them both.
Take them both. We can take them both,
Take
right?
'em both.
No, but when it comes to the intellect, if a dude can't handle certain parts of my conversation,
Yeah.
I dry up.
Hey,
What dries up?
What?
Look.
The obvious.
And
The one thing that's always wet. Like it will dry up.
Oh wow.
and sometimes part of intelligence is admitting that you don't know the answer to something.
That actually is
Right.
more attractive to me than actually pretending like you know.
Right. Yeah.
You say I don't know.
Because if you know, you know.
I've met the finest of stallions, and that mine has just been trash.
Sir, I want to correct you on something. Stallions is actually referring to a male horse.
Whatever.
I just found that out recently.
Well, whatever.
I was referring.
Transvestite?
I know. I was.
So you-
and the reason why I'm telling you is because when someone told.
from where we
I
come,
know,
what
I
the era
know.
we come
I
from,
know.
we
Yeah.
call
But
them
we know.
stallions.
and in my ignorance, when I
Should I
said
say
it-
Clydesdale?
No,
but in my ignorance,
Smollett Gate was a while ago.
right. In my ignorance, I had to refer to a young lady. I'm like, damn, she's a stallion. And a young white guy who heard me like,
Of course.
a stallion.
Of course he's gonna school
That
you.
is a male horse, Donald. I'm like, are you sure about that? And he looked it up, and I was like, oh. I felt
I think it's a mare, right? M-A-R-E.
mare will be a female horse,
Okay.
yes.
It just doesn't sound
Don't
right.
sound
Or
right.
Philly.
Philly. Okay.
Interesting.
I've met
But
the finest of
it's
Phillies in my time.
Do you have a Philly? Do you have another?
Do you have another?
I want to get blood in my
Get
brother.
blooded, my brother. Now may I make a mark? Nah, for real though. Like shit. If the mind is trash, man. Like shit. Take a walk.
I mean,
on a short
And don't get me wrong, I like ratchet.
Yeah.
I used to love me some ratchet ass women. And when I said ratchet, I'm talking about they were cute, ignorant, and just a bunch of fun though. Dog.
just like that
you got some
drama.
good head. That's what that
That's what
means.
you want?
That's what
I
that's
won't
what-
say it.
I already know.
I won't say it.
I know.
But
and I'm a female.
I
already
ain't
know.
gonna say
You
it.
got
But
some
she
good
hit the head on the nails.
Yeah.
Fellatio was good.
I took.
Okay, wait. So I got a
Fellatios
fun
good.
fact for y'all. We talked about ass and titties. That was the question. That's where it stems
And big
from.
booty bitches.
Girls with less ass take dick deeper.
You think so?
Oh no,
Facts.
it's actual
Facts.
it's actual physics.
Facts. I don't even
There's
want to
less
go there.
onion to pull back.
I don't know.
No, I know.
Facts.
Cause I done had
No.
both.
Me too.
But every
But
dick
just
ain't big.
recently,
So
facts.
you kind of telling yourself, I don't know.
I have just now became a believer in what you said.
Whatever. He's like, whatever.
Okay.
No, but real talk, like girls with less ass take dick deeper. Our cervix is actually longer because we have less ass. It's proportionate. Like there's actual a mathematic algorithm to everybody's body.
She said algorithm.
It is. Again, I'm a connoisseur of sexuality.
Quinacea.
I'll take
And I like
I'll take
what?
your word.
Scissors.
I will not disagree with the opposite.
So I'm not
sex.
saying that
Scissors.
a big girl can't take it or she can't handle it.
Big girl.
But I'm just saying
Back
that
it up.
girls with less ass can take it deeper. And it's usually a far
I still need to do.
stretch
I
her
feel like I
wall,
still need to do
like
some
the end of
research
her
on this
wall.
too.
But her mind can take it all.
Hopefully.
I don't got no words for that one.
I mean, that's a hopeful.
This totally went into a whole nother realm.
You,
Now I'm
you
thinking
said
about
ass and titties, and that's the
now.
first thing that came to my
I
mind.
mean,
like,
Ass and titties.
Ass and
And big
Ass
booty.
and titties.
Oh,
Ass
hey,
and
look,
titties.
I like
Big
on
booty.
that note, I have nothing else to say because ass and
I
titties
usually
is
leave them
a,
speechless.
yeah, you know, ass and titties is a great way to leave me speechless. Oh,
I call them chesticles, ladies. I love your chesticles.
Testicles.
Even if you don't have any, I'll take any size.
oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, I'm an artist. First and foremost, I love the woman form, and I love the fact that it comes
I'm
in
not
all types of
questioning
shapes
that you-
and sizes.
You don't love the woman form.
No, but I'm just saying, in general,
And that's why
you know,
I say he said ass and titties. It was like, well, what about the vagina? That's the part that y'all try to get. The most
think-
anyway.
I call that the
Like,
clam.
Vagina is
That
the
is the
holy-
objective.
that's the
The
clam.
vaginal is the holy grail.
That's
so
the clam.
that goes without saying.
The Clam.
This is a cradle of
It's a part of the
civilization.
ass.
Clam.
It's a part of the ass,
Clam.
too. It's connected.
It's my favorite club.
It's not.
It is.
That's my favorite club to shoot up.
The
No.
part between
No.
the vagina
Y'all
and
call it the
ass,
perineum.
it's
The Clam.
It's the gateway.
Y'all call it the perineum.
It's the gateway.
It's the best club in the world.
No.
Sometimes you don't
It's
need
not
no
connected.
ID.
It's
It's
totally
the
separate.
gateway.
It's totally separate.
You don't. Sometimes you don't need no
Is y'all
money
clock
to get in.
stuck? It's been 12:04.
Oh yeah. That shit
Like,
don't work.
because in here there is
11:45.
no time.
No time. Where it's void of time.
Yeah, but hey, Mia, thank you for coming.
Yeah, man. This is good
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you
No
for your
problem.
energy.
Golf claps, guys.
Golf claps.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm sitting.
Hey, man, and you are welcome anytime you want to come to the platform.
Don't
Talk
tell her
to
that
us.
she'll
I
be here.
appreciate it. I
Shit,
know, right?
man, she family.
Once we get cleaned up, man, we might start doing some live performances in here, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have like
I'm
little
ready.
NPR. Like, we're gonna have like little tiny desk concerts and shit.
Like
I'll
really
bring my
tiny,
guitars.
really tiny.
Really
desks.
tiny.
That's all we need.
Like 2 minutes.
D-Rose,
That's
really
it.
tiny desk concert.
And I'm good.
We ain't cleaning up.
It's gonna be table tray concerts.
Oh, I think I can fit.
Yo, that'll be dope.
Hey, but
I got some milk crates.
Anytime you want to come, drink water while we drink wine.
Right.
I know that was so awkward, but forgive us.
It's okay.
You can do that. Fellas, it's been another one.
And another one.
Hey, D-Ray, thank you for the drinks. I feel
and
real
another
lovely.
one.
About to go and turn up again. If y'all enjoy this episode, continue to.
Can we tell what we're drinking? Cause
No.
okay, son.
Oh,
They don't.
is it somebody that we know?
No, but it
No.
was
Nah.
recommended by a fellow listener of our show.
drinking
What's the
champ-
Paul Scott, aka
No,
Rick Weston?
we're drinking champagne.
Champagne.
Oh, but
Champagne.
yeah, it's good.
Saying
Thank you
you're
for
drinking Prosecco is not the brand.
Okay.
Prosecco is the
Yeah, we know,
champagne.
but-
The, oh,
type.
okay, good.
They
I
ain't
just wanna
here.
let them
They ain't
know.
here. Shit. If they
Prosecco.
they come to the show, shit.
Prosecco.
Bring your
That's
ass to the
not,
show.
that's not the name of the.
You know what, D-Ray?
You know what? He wanted to come to the show today.
You know what? Yo,
But I thought
one
we had
day.
our special guest.
Yeah, one day. What does he do?
He a fool.
Okay,
He's a
fool.
comedian.
I like. he
What does he do?
masters.
That's what he
the
does? No, but he's an up and coming comedian though. He's an up and coming comedian, so he got jokes. He got jokes.
Okay.
Hey, homeboy, you are welcome to come to the show, man, and enjoy the hilarity and debauchery up here.
He might tell y'all some embarrassing stories about
Foolery.
me, so because he's been knowing me over 25 years.
Well, you definitely need to show up.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Pull up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Or not.
You know, whatever. Hey, man, this has been another episode. If you want to find us on all of the platforms, Instagram, Facebook. Instagram is at FromHou, H-O-U, with love. Tune in, click whatever the like button is, whatever that button is on there.
It's a subscribe.
It's a little
button.
bell, I
yeah,
believe.
you know,
Heart.
You
you
can
know,
ring my bell.
click that. Go to our YouTube. Go to our
Ring
YouTube.
my
I don't know if
bell.
it's gonna be right there, wherever. Go to our YouTubes and subscribe. And we will see you next week on From
Ring it.
Houston with Love.
Ring it.
I'm gonna finish this Prosecco. Damien be over there. Damien be over there looking like, okay, fellas, come on.
You are now tuned in.
From Houston with Love, where we give you a balanced perspective of arts, culture, and what's going on locally in the city of Houston.
Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at From Hugh with Love.
Brought to you by RIK, Rappers I Know, and illmattermedia.com.